now is new. Did I skip anything?
This is supposed to be easy stuff.
Huh? I skipped one?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, no.
double check.
Double check.
Yeah, why not?
Never assume.
Yeah.
You know what assuming does?
Oh my god. I know you like that Chuck Norris joke.
Just my favorites.
Oh, yeah. So tell us it.
Chuck Norris is so tough, the pipettes pipette themselves. Doesn't work.
No.
So Dr. Ying, will our lab report be due on the same day, or will it be due Wednesday?
No, that's cruel. And
That will be another subject we will discuss
That's pretty mean.
in the lab.
That's mean.
Okay, from this point on, we'll talk about instrumental analysis. Start with the simplest.
So is this what
And some people like instrumental analysis topics. Like there was this guy last semester. He hated calculations. He did, frankly, quite poorly. But then start from this topic. Then later on, he said, "Oh, those stuff going to be on exam." He's all smile. And he is talent. He is a talent in instrumental analysis because it's going to be based on concept, logic, and all that. And some people different talent. He got high A on exam number 3.
It's not even about
And
talent.
previous to that calculation, he got like D, C minus.
Boring.
Not bad for C minus.
So this is going to be 106, kind of stat for one.
Huh?
This is 106.
No, 106 more than that.
So
So
this
this,
is kind of the start. of
yeah,
106.
this the foundation for 106. So some people, I want to encourage you, some people see this as, a piece of cake. Well, other people cannot even tell the difference, they could not tell the difference between chromatography and spectroscopy. So it's all talent kind of thing, whether you're interested in the topic or not. If you are not interested and you're looking at the writing, then I have seen those words before, then you just ignore and not seeing the words, but you have to digest, right?
50% yield.
So that kind of thing. Just like Jeffrey, the book you gave me. One sentence, I've seen all those words before, but once you connect the sentences, lasts a whole day. Just one sentence, lasts a whole day. So that kind of thing. Okay. So for ion selective electrode is a technique, they call it. Now we realize that for the proton sensitive electrodes, there were alkaline era, right? So research kept going for the purpose of to reduce the alkaline era. So research indicates it's all because composition of the membrane. Selectivity is based on composition. So inorganic chemists came up with different models, different compositions. So they ran the experiment. Some of the compositions work positively, so work against the alkaline era, but others instead going the opposite route. Okay, so increase the error. So for some people, then they thought that, okay, I'm getting negative results, that must be bad. But then look at those positively. Then you can come up with good thing, good thing from here. So the error is increased, okay, then why not look at it positively? So they end up with now, change the composition, then increase the error, then become okay, increase the error, then that means it's selective for sodium, for example, right? So at first you want to decrease the reading from sodium plus. Now instead you get a large increase in the sodium plus reading. Okay, then why not call it sodium plus selective then, the electrode, right? Instead of H plus selective. Now it's sodium plus selective. So with various compositions, then they end up with, something chloride selective, and then calcium, so on and so forth. You get so many electrodes available, and each composition is particularly well selective for a particular ion. Okay, each electrode costs about $150. So the price, the cost can add up. When you have some people have 100 or something. We have about 50 in the lab. Okay. So this ion selective electrode, for example, give you a feel of the composition. So the glass membrane. So the composition, if you use sodium oxide, aluminum oxide, you use silicon oxide, and all that composition, then it is selective for sodium plus. Now, if you change the percentages, keep with the same chemicals, then it could be selective to different ions. Some of these are by trial and error.
So the lowest percentage one is what it's going to select for.
I don't remember the composition number, but the idea is good enough. Yeah, they don't add up as 100, right? There must be something else.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
I just mean the lowest
Oh, yeah?
percentage one of the composition is going to be the ion that's selecting.
20. Yeah, pretty close to that. Yeah, good. Okay, so just the idea is good enough, Jeffrey. So we don't want to memorize the specific for now. Okay, so now you have a working electrode. This is the ion selective electrode. Then you need a reference electrode. So this reference electrode is the same one as you use with your pH meter, the H plus.
So it's like our standard.
Yeah, the saturated color electrode. Okay, so now the technique, call it fancy, is called ion selective electrode as a technique. It turns out that this technique is the most popular instrumental technique. And all you need is a pH meter, which most labs have this anyway. So all you need is to purchase a bunch of working electrodes, the ISE, with one reference electrode and a meter. Then you can exercise the technique of ISE.